Hello, this is the Radio Geek. I'm here with you again with another radio. This one's a clock radio from sometime in the 1980s, maybe early 90s. Not exactly sure when this particular one was made. This is the Panasonic RC-6180. It's an AM/FM dual alarm clock. It has a sleep timer and a 9-volt battery backup. Actually, the 9-volt battery backup is here at the bottom, and the battery's not. The battery door was missing. I got this at a Goodwill store for $3. The battery was still in it, amazingly, and it had an expiration date on the Duracell battery of like April of '92, and the battery still had not leaked. Of course, it was totally dead, but amazing that a battery that expires in 1992 hadn't leaked yet. That's amazing. It's in pretty decent shape. The display is a little bit dim. This is on its brightest setting. It's got a bright and a low setting. Let's see if I flip it on the low setting here. Let's see what that looks like. There, you can't even see it on the low setting. So obviously it's had lots of hours being powered up. So that's as bright as it gets. I don't really go in usually for clock radios, particularly ones that are this recent. But the thing that just kind of was unique about this one is the model, and it's called the Big Bell. It's got these two big golden bells here that are kind of like an old telephone, and I just thought that was the kind of the strangest thing. And it's got a little button here that you push, and it will let you hear what the alarm will sound like when you set the alarm off. So I'll push that now and let you listen to that. It sounds like a telephone ringing. So I don't know how many people in the 80s were sleeping and their alarm went off and they were grabbing for their telephone only to realize it was their alarm clock going off. I would imagine that probably happened quite a bit. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of interesting. I'll probably just end up donating it back to Goodwill or Salvation Army or someplace after I'm done here with the review. Like I say, I'm not really too much into the clock radios. It's a Panasonic. It's well made, and it sounds good. I did do a little contact cleaner there on the volume control. It was a little bit scratchy, and I kind of cleaned it up a little bit. So hey, maybe they'll be able to mark it up a little bit when they sell it again. But let me turn on the radio and we'll give it a listen and a spin and see what it sounds like. I think I got it set for AM currently, so let's see what that does.
We'll be there in 60 minutes.
I got some fluorescent lights here, so AM's going to have a little bit of noise and whatnot on it, so we'll have to see as we go up and down the dial here.
So much, I married the owner.
So a ticket from my wife Elizabeth. Call us for your furnace tune-up now. Program. Employ returning veterans. Learn more at UA.org. Before we get to the new pitcher, Kyle Crockett. Is that when you see their aha moment click?
Oh, it is so fun to watch the aha moments. I love watching people who have been investing for a while, and they come in and we start to just ask basic.
Classic green and gold tailgate. The right call starts with a stop at the
Strikeouts. He's on to face. Melky handed, and if you're.
The tuning dial's a little stiff.
We'll even give you free batteries for life. So call now.
I think it was just kind of like that originally.
They wanted to get out there, and so there had to be a timeout called.
To the Internal Revenue Service, Vice President.
Number 3, Mike Bagley. Yes, it is.
There's some noise here.
Well, first of all, we fought it at the city council level. We gave them
Not bad, you know, AM reception for the middle of the day and being down in the basement.
What if people are like, hey, those people
Want to listen on our
Credit requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price of X-axle trade.
Gap down. Block down. Make sure you get no penetration. And you let Peterson just put his head down and roll over the backside of that offensive line for a yard.
Call a big dog.
Alright, let's try the FM.
just not always.
At TIAA CREF, they were founded to help people like me meet our financial goals.
What Larry saw in the letter was his dad had been thinking about him all this time. He had been noticing him and worrying about him. So Larry gets this amazing letter that totally changes how he sees his father, and he never writes him back.
Got a pretty decent sound to it.
Johnson, but this will be a hold against Minnesota.
The river.
Morning. Great grand ride all day.
The 2015 Equinox from your metric.
And that's what, there's a way in which I'm like the world's worst liberal. Like, I know I'm like really socially progressive, but
And they just got the ball back inside of 3.5 minutes.
You are in control of 95.
More than appraised value for it. Or take up to $5,000 off the price of any nicer, newer car.
It's still early out in Cali, baby. And while you're in the store, pick up nice. Thanks in all things, that he will perfect the
Like I say, not too bad sound on there. We'll just turn her down there. Don't want to dwell on any music for too long here with YouTube perusing our channels. But like I say, the kind of the neat feature was the alarm bells. I just think that is just crazy hilarious. Oh. Hey Abner, I do believe that's our ring. Pretty nice. Pretty nice little AM/FM radio from the mid-80s, maybe early 90s. Like I say, it's the model Panasonic RC-6180. Anybody has any more information on it, leave it below in the comments. Hope you guys like the look of the radio and the band scan. And we'll catch you next time. This is The Radio Geek.